Boom! What's going
What's
on?
up, Rick?
Chilling, baby, chilling. Ready to go, ready to go.
How you doing today?
I am fired up. Today's topic is a nice one. I likes it. Do you likes it?
I do, but I don't.
I do and I don't. It's very interesting.
Yes, I interesting topic today. It's a topic that we should definitely discuss
Oh, definitely
because
gotta pay
if we did
attention.
discuss it, we would avoid a lot of situations.
hmm
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
So
Yeah. So we have episode. I can't wait till we get to episode number 100. That's gonna be a dope ass milestone. Today, episode 38, man.
38 is another, and it's a good one though.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, welcome, Mommy Flo. Welcome, show. Hillbilly, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
All right. So today we are going to be talking about red flags. Red flags, red flags. And with
Yes,
that said, Kyle,
the daily chat starts now.
welcome back to That's So Controversial. I am your man, Rick, and hosting to me with today is
Instagram Kyle.
that's right. Check out the link in the description, man. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, checking us out, and following us on all our social medias. The links can be found in the description below. Thank you guys for always being here on time. You guys rock. You guys make this show, this platform possible. So, red flags, Kyle. Talk to me. What's going on?
Red flags. So, what is a red flag? And let me get focused there. What's a red flag in a relationship for you
Red
in your
flag in a
past?
relation in the past life. Well, first of all, I'm going to hit you with the Google definition of red flag. Okay,
Oh,
so
here we go.
a red flag warning is a signal of high danger or something like that. That doesn't help in our situations. Red flag is a warning sign.
It
Things you
does,
should, yeah, okay.
though. It does help a little bit.
Okay, how so? Tell me. Talk to me.
Because it lets you know like what we're talking about when we say red flags. Something, a warning, you know, a danger ahead. So
Do you think that red flags are clear signs? Do you think you can always recognize them, or something you have to be on the lookout for? Like, oh,
it depends how much you're looking.
when
So,
should you start looking for a red flag?
day one.
Day one. So you starting the relationship with your guard up, man?
No, I'm just got I got my hats on, my high beams on, looking just in case.
Well, why?
Just in case I see something, I don't want to waste nobody's time. If I see something, I say something. No,
Yeah.
if I see something, if I see something, I'm going to avoid it. You know, at all costs. Why waste time? I'm not gonna waste your time. And it's just that in relationships, in every kind of relationship. If I see a red flag, I'm just going to ignore it. I mean, I'm not going to ignore it. I'm gonna
my my mm,
put in my
yeah,
my database there.
yeah, I always try to approach a relationship with like most people say you have to earn trust, right? And my approach is always that you don't earn trust, you lose it. That's just my approach. I'll give you everything from day one, and if you do anything to mess that up, you're not getting it back.
So, do you think red flag is just a trust thing? Because I don't think it is.
Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's possible. I think they might be related. No, no, seriously, it could be from a different perspective. You think it's not? I think it might be included, but it's interesting. Someone here says you can't believe everything someone tells you, but are you going to question everything someone tells you?
A red flag is not a question. I don't think you're
Mm.
questioning them. You're just trying to see, like, so for example, I think Hillbilly said it is now.
What do you say?
Big bug eyes drinking whiskey out of the bottle. Yeah. So if you go out with someone and if you go out with someone and you see them doing something that you definitely don't like or whatever. Like for me, a red
Mhm.
flag for me, I think I mentioned it yesterday. If we're going out and you talk to the service person, the waiter or the waitress, in a disrespectful tone or a belittling tone, that's a
Mhm.
red flag for me.
Okay, all right. I can see. I could definitely see that. I see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, that's definitely a red flag for me. I'm like, okay, if this person can act like that to someone who is serving them food who's doing an honest job, that's a red flag.
Hmm.
It lets me know further what can I expect further.
All right, so definitely looking for signs of things that you wouldn't approve of going forward in that relationship.
Yeah. What about you?
All right, I've always tried, not tried. I guess I've always associated red flags with things that are not conducive of a healthy relationship, something to worry about, a characteristic of behavior, sneaky things that you might have to be cautious with. Like this, how about like changes in behavior? Would that be a red flag, depending on what it is?
I don't know. I don't know if changes in behavior would be it could be a red flag for you in a relationship and you're trying to say, oh, maybe this person is doing something suspicious or
Mhm.
whatever. I don't know. But I think I'm looking at the before you even get to that part. Like,
All right.
I think we mentioned it. The alligator arms. Somebody has alligator arms. Is that a red flag for you? If they act like they act like they want to pay for the bill, or they never pay for a bill, is that a red flag for you?
It could be if that's something that's important to you.
Yeah, exactly. I think red flags are based off the eye of the beholder. So.
That's interesting. All right, cool. All right, let's say like I was talking about behaviors, right? Let's say you're in a relationship, right? And your girlfriend goes out with her friends. She comes back home at 2, 3 in the morning, and she jumps right in the shower. Is that a red flag?
That's circumstantial, bro. Because if I was to go out and I would come home, and if I've been out like out, I'm gonna take a shower when I get in the house too. So
you're not dead tired.
I mean, it depends how tired you are. Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's 3, 4 in the morning, but you want to make sure your shit is clean before you get to bed. That's not a red flag.
No, wait, no. All right, this is why it's a red flag. Only way it's a red flag is if y'all have done it multiple times and she doesn't do that. That's when it's a red flag, when it's out the ordinary. If she comes home every time she goes out at 4 in the morning to take a shower, is that she has another boyfriend, or it's something she does. It's just a habit that she does, and then it's not a red flag. But anything out the ordinary will be a red flag for me at that point.
Got you. I got you. That's
a good question, though. I mean,
somebody said I jump in the shower all the time. See, then that wouldn't be a red flag because it's a normal thing. It's something you do on a regular basis. I'm talking about like if it's something that's outside of the ordinary, would you consider a red flag?
Yeah. If it's outside the ordinary, it's a red flag for me. But I'm talking about, even before we get to that point of out the ordinary, like you should see red flags before you even get in a relationship. Like in the first couple of stages, if you're in a relationship, you would know if it's a red flag or not.
Everything okay?
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, I hear some weird noises in the background. Hello?
That's my buddy JT. He's leaving.
Oh, okay. I saw he started a motorcycle.
Making a lot of noise as he's leaving. So, but yeah, that would be a red flag. That would be a red flag, though. Something like that. Anything
story time. Red flag, right? With red flags in mind, right, and behaviors in mind, and knowing that knowing your normal habits, right? I don't normally take a shower when I come home from an outing, right? So that's just my habit. I'm a morning shower kind of person, or whatever. Or if I'm going to work, I take a shower before I go to work. So knowing that, my wife she could be jealous at times, and having that thought in the back of my head. I came back home late from hanging out with the fellas. We go to Dino's BBQ. We have, you've kind of out with us before.
Yeah, I've been there once. Only been invited once, but I've been there.
So I went out with them and I came home, right? And knowing how she could have a little bit of a jealousy, right? I went straight to the bathroom and I turned on the shower, right? And I'm just sitting on top of the toilet. Right? And she came running to the bathroom, so swung the door wide open. I just started dying. I was like, "Look at you!" She's like, "You mother."
You're evil, Rick. You're evil.
Yes,
bro.
I am. Yes, I am.
That had to be fun, though. That had to be fun.
Oh, it was. I love pranking people too.
Yeah, I know you love pranking people. I was going to bring up a point where you a story you told me before when we way back, where you showed me a video just pranking your wife. She's on the couch. I'm like, yo, you have way too much time with him.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, so this would be a red flag for me. This would
A red
definitely be
flag if he's disrespectful to like mother. Oh, absolutely. Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's a major one for me. That's a good one. That would definitely be a red flag for me if she doesn't know how to speak to her parents, because you're not gonna
Mhm.
speak to my parents like that. So that would definitely be a red flag for me.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's wow. You definitely can't be with somebody like that. That is so messed up.
A red flag if you don't like to shower every day. Wow,
What's that?
dirty
It's a
flag.
red flag. Like, so it just
Wow.
says something about his hygiene.
Yeah, or his or her hygiene. You never know.
All right, that's important to you. But oh hell no, he a funky. He only takes baths 6 days a week. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
check. This ain't gonna be the one for me. I'm sorry.
yeah. So I mean that's definitely a red flag. Hillbilly says I've been with mine 21 years. I'm not sure what he or she's referring to.
I guess his wife. I'm assuming, and so have you ever noticed any? I mean, it's too late now, right? He's got 21 years invested. Are there any red
Yeah, all
flags
right.
you noticed?
Oh, that brings up to the next. That brings up to the next point. This is the next question we have.
Mhm.
Uh, have you ever ignored red flags and regret it later?
I think we've all may have been there, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
so.
damn, I should have known. Because I think sometimes,
Yeah,
especially when you're in the honeymoon stage, you're kind of like wishing for the best. Like, all right, maybe I can change that about that person, which is always a bad idea.
yeah,
You should never go into the relationship trying to change someone. Maybe improve, but changing it's a tall task. Um, so, but yeah, that's. What about you? You ever ignored a
I'm
red
pretty.
flag
Well,
and come back and
I
bite you?
wouldn't say I've ignored it, but I've made the mistake of forgiving a red flag, thinking it was something that's gonna change.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, hoping that it was a one-off.
That was a one-time thing.
That was the hope, hoping that it was a one-off.
All right.
Hold on.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. Talking about change, how long do you wait? In reference to change, I mean, I honestly, I don't know if I would wait when it comes to if it's a red flag. It's a red flag because it's important to you. It's like
Yeah.
something that it's
Yeah,
something
it's
that's
not a make or
non-negotiable.
break though.
I, you don't think
Doesn't
so?
it?
I don't know. If it's a red flag, it's a warning, right? A warning is to tell you to
It's a
stop doing
warning,
something.
but is it a make or break though?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Unless it's not that important to you, then it's just not. Then it's a pink flag.
Rick, I need to take a 2-minute break real quick. I will
Go
be
right
back.
ahead, man. Go ahead, do your thing, do your thing. I noticed that. Go ahead. You said, "Can I take a 2-minute break?" All right, so we're talking about how long do you wait? Let me just change this question really quick. Have you ever ignored a red flag and regretted it later? Let's decent point. Let me just change that. Come back to the comments. Yeah, all right. Let me see. It says you ignore red flags when you see potential. Wow. I don't know. Wow, that's damn. What if, all right, that goes back to the question we asked earlier. What if you end up regretting that, right? You saw the red flag, you knew it was a possible problem that you would have to deal with. And then what happens if, that person doesn't change that behavior? That's just a part of their character. Then how do you continue going in that situation? That's, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could. I mean, even though I have done it in the past, but red flag is definitely there to assist you. You shouldn't ignore them, in my opinion. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I am going to throw the link in here for those of you that might want to share your thoughts and opinions about red flags. Give me 1 second to put this in here. Okay. All right. All right, okay, but still, how long do you wait? Because if you're not helping my situation. All right, how long do you wait? I mean, I don't know if waiting is the thing. I think you got to confront it. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm giving you my opinion. If I saw a red flag, I'd be like, I would ask the question about the person and ask, just ask directly what the issue is. Like, for example, if somebody was being sneaky and you found them having a conversation that was inappropriate on the cell phone and they're hiding that conversation, is that something that you ignore or do you approach them and be like, this is something I'm not okay with? And, you talked about it and now you're moving forward with it. That's something you do in that situation. It's like, what do you do then? That's when you gotta listen to your gut and follow your instincts. That's a good point. That's a good point. But I think you got to be really, really in tune with yourself in order to do something like that. You got to be able to recognize those signs and be able to, act on it. That's another thing too. To be able to act on those things when you see the signs and just that's tough. That's tough because not everybody is in tune with themselves to be able to, make those decisions. Let's see here. All right. All right, you don't. I just think it's an issue we have in general, falling for the potential instead of believing in a person when they show who they are. Yeah, it's just that's heartbreaking. It really is. Hold on. All right, red flag coming home and there's no that could be a red flag too. It's like they don't respect your hard work. You put in that time, and then you come home. I'd be pretty upset if I'm busting my ass, and let's say I have a stay-at-home wife or whatever, and at the very least, that could be a red flag. She doesn't care about my health and my nutrition. That's not incredibly a bad idea or a bad sign. I mean, you could, but that is a forgivable one. That is something that you can address. You can talk about. You can say, "Look, babe, how come I ain't got a hot plate when I get home? I'm just trying to figure that out." At the very least, they know what time you get home from work. They know you might be hungry. Why not have your meal ready? Heart versus mind. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like that. Funny, but potentially true. Really, really good. Would you consider? Let's say, would you be? Let me put this question up really quick. Really
Hey, Rick.
quick. Would you? Hey, what's going on? Give me a second. Would you be concerned about someone? How about like if your partner is all of a sudden like leaving earlier to work or coming home later after work? Is that a red flag? Flag?
It's overtime. It's overtime.
All right, that's up there. All right, is this a red flag? Leaving to work earlier or coming home to work late out of the blue?
Not a red flag.
Mhm.
I want to see
I
that.
like that. Absolutely, you got to reflect on the check, right? That's
See, I don't think that much into it. It's like if all right, hey, I've been running late for the last couple of days, so I want to just start to get an earlier start. Fine, okay, cool. My thing is like, is if you're in a relationship with that person at that point,
mhm.
you gotta trust them, right? And if you don't trust them, all of this stuff could seem suspicious to you. But if you trust them and you know them, it's like it's not
All
a
right.
red flag.
All right. How about they leaving to work early and now they're putting on cologne before they go to work?
I put on cologne every time I go to work. I mean,
All right, no, but see, that doesn't apply to the situation, smartass. I'm saying, what if the behavior changes along with that new behavior? You're going to work early and you're starting to put on cologne. Is that something you should be concerned
so
about?
you become responsible. You start to get to work early, and you start to take care of your hygiene. And hygiene. Come
Out
on.
of nowhere, out of the blue, I'm gonna question that shit. I mean, yeah, you know what? I mean, I don't wear cologne too often, right? And one time I put on cologne in the house, right? And I'm cooking. And my wife was like, "Wow, oh, what's that? That smells so good. Is that the chicken?" Like, because she's not used to me wearing cologne, so she asked me if
She
the
got some really
chicken.
low standards of you, bro.
You know, it was hilarious because she asked me if the chicken smells like that, and I was like, "How the hell chicken gonna smell like cologne?" And then she got close. She, "Oh shit, that's you since when?"
Wow.
Hold on. What's this about? Men use "I love you" to get sex. Women use "I love you" to get "I love you." Wait, hold on. What the hell? Men use "I love you" to get sex. Women use to get "I love you." I guess the difference is between men and women as far as their goals, but is it a red flag? Ooh, she's trying to help a boo out. All right. See, Xavier says, I like to smell sexy. What's wrong with that? The problem is that if you, no, that's my thing. All right, but it doesn't apply. Fine. You like to smell sexy. What if you never used to like to smell sexy and all of a sudden you want to smell sexy before going to work earlier?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just too jealous. And that's what you're trying to tell me. I have issues. I have personal issues. I have demons I got to work with. Kyle?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that's a red flag.
I got one on my side. I got one on my side. I think
I don't
that's a
think
red
it's a
flag.
red
All right,
flag.
so I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no shit when you're dating somebody and she gets this brand new cologne coming perfume out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden she cheats. I'm like, all right, I told you it was a red flag, but you didn't want to listen. All right, go back to episode 30. What is this? Episode 38. We talked about this. I tried to school you, but you were like, nah.
Yeah.
I tried to
So
put you on.
wait, hold up. So let me just get some clarity here. So if your wife starts to wear a different perfume and go to work early, that's a red flag for you?
First, I'm a chin checker, then I'm asking a question back. You don't have to explain this shit. What is this new J-Lo perfume you're working? No, I was just saying if it's a different behavior, like if she never wore perfume and then out of nowhere, I think personally me, I would question that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a new. It's like why all of a sudden we 15 years in, now you want to wear so?
People change. People change sometimes, right?
Yeah, but for who?
Why does it always have to go?
Why are you changing? Who got you smiling? Who got you wanting to smell good? It's not. It's not for me.
Why do we have to exactly you have to trade, you have to trust, man. If it's trust, it's not a red flag.
All right, yeah, I'll agree with that. If you trust them, obviously there's no red flag. Something you don't have to worry about.
Or maybe it's a conversation before it's a red flag. Hey, so what's up with this? You got a new perfume? I'm like, yeah, I think it's new. I want to try something new. All right, cool. All right.
All right, can I take you to work today?
Oh, you that guy. Oh, you that guy. Wow. Okay. Now we know what I'm dealing with. Now we know what we're dealing with now.
And how about all right, now they want to go all of a sudden they want to go on the weekends now on their day offs. And now they got an extra dose of that perfume on. And then they didn't invite you. What's up with that? Huh? What's up with that?
You the guy that calls the work phone. You call the office phone. Just make sure she's there, right?
Is she there today? She's off. I knew it.
Wow. So let me ask you now. So would this be considered a red flag that if you try to FaceTime somebody and they don't answer your FaceTime but respond to it in the text?
I don't know. In what situation?
Just in like general, like when you want, because I have friends that we all we do is FaceTime, right? We don't really call on the phone. So if I call that person, or if they call me and I don't answer, but I respond with a text or just, or maybe a phone call, is that a red flag?
All right, if you were my partner and you didn't answer the video chat, but you respond via text,
yeah, or phone call.
That phone call better be like, I'm hanging out with my boo right. Not even hell no. I'll be like, why you ain't pick that up?
Yeah. If you can't answer a FaceTime call, that's a red flag for me. For me, it's a red flag. It's like why you can't answer FaceTime. You on your phone because you're looking at your phone like this to respond to a text. All you gotta do is answer that call. So that could be a red flag, but then there's always you don't want to just jump to conclusions.
Is this a red flag?
Face down phone face down.
Yeah.
It depends if you normally do that. If you normally do that, no. I normally keep my phone down because I don't want to get distracted by a bunch of notifications that may come in on my phone and I look at it. So I usually keep my phone face down anyway.
How about stepping outside to take a phone call?
It depends. It really depends. Because if I'm talking to my parents, I may do that. You know, I could be talking about something personal and it's, with my mother or my father. And
And so your partner shouldn't know?
some things I'm still my own person. I can talk, I can have a conversation with my parents without, my partner being there. There's still some
Mhm.
privacy there. I'm not trying to suspend and surrender all my privacy now.
Huh.
Could you do
Interesting.
that? Would that be a red flag for you?
My life is an open book. My wife
Oh,
has access to everything, and even the uncomfortable conversations I have, she has access to. I don't want to have to hide anything. Like I don't like. I hate the idea of having to possibly delete a message or a call.
mm, interesting. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't take it as a red flag if they went to go talk to someone personal. But here's the thing too. Sometimes I may get a call from a friend, and they're talking to me with, like, hey, I need you to. This is between me and you, or whatever, you and I, and they're having a personal conversation. Sometimes that conversation is not meant to be heard by everyone. You know?
Yeah, my wife got jokes. She's talking about the Mark Unread thing. You remember the Mark Unread story?
No.
I'll tell you really quick. You remember once I started telling her, she asked me to look for something on her phone, right? So I grab a phone and I noticed that there's a unread message from Mark. So I'm asking, who the fuck is Mark? I don't know no Mark. And she looks at me dead serious. She's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, who the fuck is Mark?" And she's laughing, and I'm getting pissed off because I'm dead fucking serious. I don't know no Mark. You never talk about no Mark. And then it was a Mark unread option for the phone.
Wow. I
Yeah,
do remember that story.
I played myself.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, I don't know, bro. I would definitely. I see. Here's the thing, though. I don't think I would act on every red flag I see if I saw it.
Okay.
I would just, like I said, I would store it. I'm like, interesting. Because you prematurely act on something, man. You could be looking like how you look with the mark on red. So,
I got someone named Hub here that wants to join the conversation. No video, which is perfectly fine. I definitely want to hear what you got to say. So, welcome, Hub. Welcome to the show, Hub. What's going on?
Nothing, but
What?
if you're taking a conversation on the side and we supposed to be in a relationship, yeah, you can't hear me.
yeah, we
I
can
can
hear you.
hear. Yeah, we can hear you just
Oh,
fine.
okay. My thing is, if you're taking a conversation and we supposed to be in a relationship, I want to be able to be there for these conversations with your parents because if we going somewhere in life, I want to be able to know everything.
Everything?
Everything. Everything.
Everything? What if I'm talking to a friend and it's like, it's personal?
What friend is this that is so personal?
I could be talking to Rick. Rick be like, yo, I got something to tell you. And it could be like man personal, meaning like it's something going on with his body. He
I
couldn't,
mean,
he couldn't get up last
if
night.
it's a guy, it's one thing, but anything else, no.
Of the opposite sex. You'd be concerned with conversation with the opposite sex.
Yeah, if it's a regular thing, yeah.
Wow. So
Okay.
just for clarity here. So Rick could tell me about how he can't get an erection, but I
Uh-huh.
can't talk to my mom in privacy.
I mean, I'm gonna know if you're having that problem anyway. So,
No, not me. No, I'm talking about Rick. Rick has
oh,
that. I'm talking about Rick has that problem.
That was
oh,
supposed to be between us.
okay. What I'm saying, if you're with your man, you're gonna know if he's having that problem. So if he's talking to somebody about it, it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, that's fair
I'm
enough.
gonna know you ain't getting it up. So you telling somebody else and trying to get some help. Maybe it's
So,
something I could hear that'll help me get your shit up. So
all right. So my question is, what if the other person on the phone is having that issue and they trying to talk to me, asking me for advice?
oh, I mean, if they having that, yeah, you can have that shit private, but all your calls shouldn't be private.
Nah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Wow. No privacy, huh? No privacy in relationships.
Said no privacy.
I
Wow.
mean, when you're in a relationship, it's supposed to be, we talk about everything together.
No, I definitely get it, and that's the way I personally operate. Kyle wants his individuality. Please do not infringe on his individuality.
Then maybe he should be like individually, not really with somebody, because since he's only thinking of himself and what he
No,
wants.
it's not even about that. It's just like I want to keep my privacy. I still want to keep my privacy. I still want to use the bathroom with the door closed. Like
That's fine. I don't want to smell your shit anyway. Close the door, but
Kyle says, give me my space.
Yeah,
All right, how about if they ask you about the conversation? Like, should you be able to disclose everything? Or, is it good enough if he says, that was my boy Rick and he's having some issues that he doesn't feel comfortable, be sharing with? Is that something you're going to consider a red flag? Is that a trust issue? Are you going to take it at face value? Or are you going to say, all right, let me see Rick's dick?
I'm gonna take it as face value because it's a one-time thing. But like I said, if it's an all-the-time thing, yeah, there's a problem.
I guess like if every conversation they leave the house, I can see that. Like every time the phone rings, you step out the house.
Or you're constantly texting or some shit. Yeah, there's a problem.
Kyle says, "Let's agree to disagree."
No. It's just like I don't know. I find that weird. It's like, damn, I can't text. I can't.
You in a relationship, bro? You sound like you need to be single.
Damn.
Broke his heart, man.
No, it's just that
No. To each his own. To each his own. I get it.
I don't want that. I want to be able to text Rick, and I want to be able to live my life still, and not have to worry about everything I do is being watched, for red flags.
Called single.
Damn, man.
I've been in prison for 25 years.
Listen, we just had our 27th anniversary. Don't go there.
Oh man. So what about like is there any point where you can say you have to confront the red flag? Like, all right, why do you keep doing this? Or do you wait and watch and then say something about it? Or do you just attack it as soon as it happens?
I let things go for a little bit, and then after that, I'm gonna start questioning shit. If I see it's not adding up to me, that shit is not adding up. I don't care if you're telling me the sky is blue right now, and I know that shit is red. Like, no. I want to see the fucking receipts.
Wow, that sounds like a lot like Rick, man. Rick sounds the same exact way. He sounds very protective.
No, I joke around, but I'm very direct. If something out of the ordinary, it's not gonna fly. I'm just not gonna let it. I'm gonna confront it. I'm gonna deal with it directly at the time that it's a problem. I consider it a problem. Like when Mark,
I'm not good with
decided to text.
Yeah, I'm not good with sugarcoating shit for people either. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, no, that shit is wrong there. But
Well, definitely could appreciate that.
That's fair enough. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it.
You got Kyle retrieving into.
No, I get it. It's just as someone said, it's called a relationship, and he's been locked up for 25 years. So I'm just gonna listen to it. I just gotta take it for what it is, So.
Definitely. I'm gonna hit some. All right, thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys. If you want to jump back in later on one of the other questions, feel free. All right.
it's been a great chat. Great chat.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys so much. All right.
Yeah. Wow. Learn something new every day.
No, absolutely. This just shows that relationships are complicated, man, and trust is an issue. Red flags obviously is an issue. I want to hit some of these comments. Hillbilly says, "No free time to yourself is a red flag. Clingy."
Thank you, Hillbilly.
Who said this? Add me. Oh, that was probably the person that just spoke right now. She said the mark unread should have been a red flag for her.
You know what? Absolutely. That would have been a red flag for me. That would have been a red flag for me. You being so aggressive about something you just messed up on being a red flag. I'm like, wait.
No.
Really?
I asked with great composure. And then when she laughed at me and smiled, I thought she was making a mockery of my question.
Uh,
So then I started to lose my cool and I started to use profanity to put emphasis on the seriousness of my inquiry.
that would have just made it even funnier to me.
That's what happened.
I would have started recording at this point. At that point, I would have started recording.
That's what she did. She was laughing. I did, ooh, 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 ooh. I had to stop myself. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Wow. So, thank you. Motivation and consistency. It's a relationship, not parents, and I need some space sometimes.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
I don't know. In the past, my past relationships, I've had that problem.
Just talk to what you were talking about. This is exactly what you were talking about.
Oh, over the years, my wife has given me topics to not talk about to her. I now call work Vegas.
So yeah, there's certain things that they don't want to know or they don't want to share because that's between you and your friends, and we don't need full disclosure.
Yeah. But some people want to know, and if sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to share. I mean, in most cases, I would share if it's not too personal. It really has to be, because you don't want that person to get mad at you one day and they say something and your friends look at you like, wow, I told you not to tell nobody about my STD, and you told your wife, and now everybody here knows about my STD, and it's like,
right. No, but you kind of got to respect those things, because especially if that person becomes a part of your life and they come around your wife and stuff like that, and she's like, oh, that's the deal with the STD. That's him.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, be real careful, man. So.
All right, welcome Adventures from George School. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you.
Thank you. So, this is a good one. Eddie says, what happens if someone is hiding something or being sneaky, but it's a big surprise for you?
Oh, that's a big thing too. Yeah, that sucks.
That does suck. Yeah, that's a terrible. Yeah, man.
And I've seen that scenario play out.
Some people aren't meant to be surprised. That's just it. That's just it. You lose your relationship trying to make a surprise for somebody.
Like the scenario in Meet the Fockers when he thought he was being a secret agent. He was planning a vacation trip for the honeymoon.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Let's get some of these questions we had here. So, red flags in friendships.
All right, real quick. I just gotta hit this. This happened to her with her ex. I'm like, who's Iris? He's like, you mean the IRS? It's a family thing.
It's a family thing. Huh? But you know what, Maria, that's even more alarming, because if the IRS is calling or whatever, that's trouble. They never call it for any good news. It's always bad news when they call it. So that's an easy red flag.
Yeah, for sure.
Red flags in friendships. Have you ever seen any red flags in a friendship?
Oh, absolutely, man. I would think that if they don't treat you the same way they do when you're in public, I guess that could be a red flag. It's like, all right. How about you, Kyle? Yeah.
For me, I was just about to put it one. For me, a red flag is always having to. We go out a few times and you get drunk and I got to babysit. That's a red flag for me.
Okay.
I don't like babysitting. I don't like babysitting friends. I mean, be responsible enough not to drink too much, and take care of yourself, man. Because you kind of like messing up my good time now, and I gotta watch over you, and and I would do it for a friend like here and there if they're going through something, but every time, nah. Or if you get drunk and you become hostile, you're one of those people who want to fight everybody when they get drunk. So, I'm not with that neither. Those are two major red flags for me.
So. Oh wow, okay, definitely. That's a huge problem. Is having no friend. Wow, I like this. This is very interesting. Is having no friends a red flag? Wow, that's interesting. I wonder.
Situational, I think. I think it's situational.
Yeah, because somebody could just be extremely introverted, and it's hard to make friends. But what if they're just a really bad person? Nobody wants to be that person's friend for a reason.
I mean,
But
or
I think
what if they?
I think even bad people can find friends though.
Yeah, but if you're growing too, you may grow out some of your friends. That's happened.
That's true.
Or
Mhm.
if you find a new hobby, your friends that you used to do things with now, you're kind of like leaving that circle now because you're introducing yourself to new people and
Yo,
new
that would
new
leave you with
events.
no friends. That wouldn't leave you with
Yeah.
no friends, though. You
No,
still have
you
new
can leave
friends.
in transition in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this
That's
is a
an
good one.
question.
Tempers.
Which one?
Tempers for me. I think
Ah,
that yeah, that'll be another one too, man. Yeah.
tempers.
That'll
Somebody.
definitely
Oh,
be
yeah.
a red flag for me as far as a friendship goes. You know, or someone always constantly asking to borrow. That's a red flag for me.
Oh, so that means this Facebook user would be a great friend. My friends are the dollars in my pockets. I'd like to
Oh
meet
yeah,
some
yeah,
of your friends.
yeah. Like always, it's like, oh yeah, I need to borrow this, I need to borrow that. You know, like I said, some people go through certain things, and just like I understand, but it's like, dude or homie, you know, I feel like that's a red flag as well. So, what
Or
about what?
what about what?
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't know. What about what? Get
No, what about? No, go ahead.
I got nothing, bro.
You got nothing. You started talking with nothing.
Yeah,
Oh,
the thought came and
gotcha.
disappeared.
What if your friend is a liar? Is that a red flag for you?
I would think so, man. I hate having to be put in those situations because when they're liars, like they try to use you to cover up their lies, and that becomes a problem, and it's gonna be a problem in the relationship.
Yeah. You know what a red flag for me too is? I
Mhm.
was just actually thinking about this the other day. If I have a friend and they never ask how I'm doing,
Aw, no,
no,
that's the no. I'm not saying that.
it's,
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't mean it like to make fun of you, but that I think that's huge.
yeah,
And I think that has to do with the whole social media thing. Like people think that a like is good enough, and it really isn't, man. You
Mhm.
have to reach out and let the people like like on the holidays. I don't do the social media happy whatever to
No,
everybody. I'll reach out to people individually because my friendships and my relationships are important to me.
yeah, yeah. I appreciate a phone call much more than a text. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, I'm sorry.
No, I said, but if it's a personalized text,
Yeah. If it's personalized text, some people just just don't have the time. But if I'm in a conversation with someone and I notice that you say, "Hey, man, I'm doing this right," and all they
mhm.
have to do is talk about stuff that they're doing and this and this. I'm like, you got no interest in what I'm doing. You're just talking about yourself. So that'll be a red flag for me.
How about this? This is flaky friends, man. That be a sign?
No, not necessarily for me. Like, because some people are introverts. Um,
Mhm.
Sometimes people don't want to hang out. I mean, it is like, hey, it's the difference between not want to hang out and not want to see a person.
How about this one? When they're too competitive,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that a
that could be
sign?
it. No, sometimes, like I said, situational. Sometimes competitiveness breeds success. So,
Right, but I think what he's talking about is like when we try and do something, they're always trying to one up you.
oh, okay, well,
That's
yeah,
what I'm getting from that.
yeah. So,
Listen,
um, yeah, and what about this one? This is the next one from friendships. What about in business partners?
well,
Oof. Um, for me, lack of commitment. You
yeah,
know,
flakiness for sure.
being late is a huge thing for me, man. Being late speaks volumes. I think when someone is late, and I know I've been late a couple of times, right? But if someone is late, um,
I was about to go there. I said,
yeah, I
should
know
I?
you was waiting for it. I know as soon as I said it, I said I saw the pettiness in your eyes. Um,
I
but
wasn't
being
gonna do
late,
it though.
like being late, just being late to stuff, it says a lot, man. If we have something planned, and I'm not even talking about like planning like a social event, but like we have like a business plan, like business
Oh, yeah.
taken care of to be taken care of, and you late, it says it doesn't speak good, man. It doesn't speak
I
good.
agree. Unless there's a genuine reason behind it, which is rare because some people just don't, they don't respect your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what the real issue is when it comes to lateness or flaky people is like, I hugely respect other people's time. I don't take anyone's time for granted. So if I can't show up to anything for whatever reason, I try to let you know well in advance. I'm going to tell you for sure, and it's just about respecting the other person's time. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's why when someone's not I think that's why we don't like it when someone is always late when it comes to business functions and stuff like that. It's a lack of commitment and respect to the craft.
Yeah, man.
Especially in what you do, man. Especially with what you do, there's a lot of coordination involved.
Yeah.
There's limitations.
Yeah, man. You can't be late to
a shoot that you scheduled for 2 hours.
No, you can't be late to those things, man. Sometimes we try to do is we try to include that into the time. Like if we're supposed to shoot, if we have a shoot day that starts at 11, everybody's supposed to be there at 10:30. That gives us that 30 minutes of what if happened, or because life does happen. But if somebody's constantly doing it, it's disrespectful, and it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day, man. Because even when you and I we're running late, like we're supposed to meet at a certain time, and we missed that deadline of when we're supposed to meet. Then we're scrambling, and we have a show like yesterday. Yeah, so it's I think it helps with the preparation.
Right, it produces a better quality product. Yeah. But
And,
Maria's gonna agree to disagree. She says 10:05 is on time to me. That's when I give your ass the boot.
Yeah. 10:05 it's late. You're 20 minutes late because you're supposed to be there 15 minutes before.
Oh, a match made in heaven. Eddie and Maria, like 10,
Eddie
10:05 and 10:15. Yeah, why is my son's school calling at this time? I'm about to cancel their ass. Anyway,
your kids at son's school.
Yeah, they don't respect my time. You see, that's a red flag. I'm about to take them out of that school.
Yeah, man. I mean, and another one would be for me is commitment. That'd be another one for me. It's a lack of commitment. That would be another red flag because we all have things going on, and you got to show some kind of commitment.
Would you consider your wife not showing up to the altar a red flag?
That's the biggest red flag you can have, bro. Wait, what? You got a story for me?
No, so what if she's just late? What if she's just late?
Nah, that's different, bro. That's an extreme circumstance.
Like an hour late. You at the altar waiting,
It's marriage, bro. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and what if she shows up after everybody's gone?
I'm like, oh, that's on you. We did it. We did it. That's it.
Are you still married, bro?
This is your day. Yeah, you married. All right.
Somebody said she finally woke up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, but red flags, like I said, red flags are very important. They could kind of like they could come back to bite you 10 years later. Be like, damn, I knew this person was selfish, and now I let this selfishness slide for 10 years, and now I kind of learn to live with it. But then I realized I lost myself in it, and now I let this continue to go on. And I woke up one day and I don't want to deal with this selfish person anymore. So, you gotta respect the red flags, man. Definitely gotta respect the red flags.
Yeah, man. Well, I think we did a good job covering red flags today, man. It was a fun conversation. Absolutely fun conversation. And again, man, for those of you who are with us today, consider joining the Facebook group so we can share our ideas and thoughts and conversations. There's currently a poll up for topics for the show. We would love to hear your ideas. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out our social media links at the YouTubes and the Facebooks and the Instagrams. You got Kyle's personal Instagram there, so you can check out the stuff he has going on. Also, be here tomorrow for Promo Thursdays, where we'll have Danny Guevara back with the cast and crew from House Rules, which I am also a cast member. So definitely going to have Danny Guevara and the rest of the members from house rules talking about the project and where it's going on and what direction it's going in. Kyle, any updates on you for tomorrow?
It's looking like I may just have crew. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get any cast members here at the time,
Okay.
but I would definitely let you know early in the day.
Sounds good. So definitely be here tomorrow to find out about some of the projects we have going on. Also, if you guys have anything going on, you want to promote it on the show, definitely hit me up and we'll definitely talk about whatever projects you have going on. This is my little way of giving back to the community and, helping other people grow whatever content or business thing they have going on. Also working with, what's his name? Where is he? Where is he? I'll show you guys right now with Adventures in George School, which he does like this audio book. Definitely check him out. Also, he gave me another role in his project, which I had a lot of fun doing. It's like a news report role.
Nice.
Check it out. Yeah, check it out, man. It's really good stuff, man. So with that said, be here tomorrow, man. Let's talk some more stuff and consider joining the Facebook group and consider giving us a like. It helps the channel grow and, we keep doing this, man. Have some fun. Kyle, man, I will see you tomorrow. Everybody else, see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys rock.
All right, Rick. Have a good one, man.